Hey y'all, welcome back to From Biscuits to Broccoli. As you can probably tell, my hair is like a hot mess right now. I just got back inside. We went out this morning and went to my mother's of small children prayer group, which was such a blessing. I love that group of ladies. They're just such a blessing to me. But we went out and did that, and coming back, the wind was just ridiculous. Because kind of blowing my car and everything. It's raining kind of off and on today, but it was just, the wind was ridiculous. So trying to get the baby back in the house and everything, my hair was just like wrapped around my head. But we're back home now, probably in to stay for the day. For breakfast this morning, I just had some hot tea. I wasn't really feeling like eating anything, so I just had some hot tea. And then for lunch, I went to Sonic and got me a grilled chicken sandwich. And then for dinner tonight, I'm planning on doing some beef and broccoli, and I'll show you how I make that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. We're back home now, so we're probably just going to do a little housework, kind of hang out, trying to get my kitchen cleaned up and get it a little bit more organized, so I'll be working on that today. But yeah, that's about it. So stick around, I'll show you how to make that beef and broccoli for supper. Okay, tonight I'm going to be making beef and broccoli over brown rice. I make kind of a variation on this a lot for my family. It's a quick, easy meal. Some things you're going to need. Of course, the beef. I have round steak just because it was the cheapest on sale this week. Really, any kind of meat would work fine. You could even use hamburger if that's all you had, but any kind of steak is fine. Some soy sauce back there. I'm going to make a version of teriyaki sauce and some soy sauce. Some broccoli, an onion. I'm cheating a little bit and cooking my rice in a rice cooker. You can do on the pot, on the stove like you normally would, but I'm just cheating and using the rice cooker back there. A little bit of brown sugar. This is optional. I'm making a teriyaki sauce, so you can leave the brown sugar out and just use soy sauce if you'd rather do that. Regular salt and pepper, some sesame seeds, and a food processor to chop up the onion because I just hate cutting onions. It always makes me cry. So the food processor for the onion, you can just cut up the onion like natural if you don't have a food processor. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is I've got a skillet over here. First thing we're going to do is get the steak cooking. I cook my steak in a little bit of ghee, but you can use oil or whatever you choose to use. This is the ghee that I use. It's Organic Valley Purity Farms ghee clarified butter. I get this at Whole Foods. It's not in the butter section. That threw me the first time I was looking for it. It's not in the butter section. It's over with like the cooking stuff, the cooking oils and stuff like that. But yeah, I got this at Whole Foods. I've never seen this at like a Walmart or a Kroger's or anything like that. I think you have to go to a Whole Foods or Sprouts or Earth Fare or something like that to find it. It's pretty selective where they carry it. Okay, so while my steaks are cooking, got those going there. While those are going, I went ahead and cut up my onions in the food processor. As you can see, I chopped them up pretty fine. I don't like a big bite of onion at a time, so I chopped those up pretty fine. So now what I'm going to do is make the teriyaki sauce that goes in the mixture. So I'm going to get my bowl here. Now this is not an exact science. I basically just mix it till it looks right. That's kind of how I cook. So you want to get you some soy sauce. You can see we go through a lot of soy sauce. We get the giant economy version at Sam's. Pour some into your bowl there. And this is one of those things, a little bit is going to go a long way. You don't need a whole lot of teriyaki sauce. Next we're going to add a little bit of the brown sugar. And again, just a little bit of this. Basically, this is to counteract the saltiness of the teriyaki sauce. So just a couple tablespoons of that. Mix that up really good. Alrighty. And we're going to get a little bit of our sesame seeds here. Sesame seeds. Get a little bit of our sesame seeds, just a pinch here. Sprinkle those in. Still a little bit more. I like the sesame flavoring. Alrighty. Mix those in really good. Alright, and just like that, we have teriyaki sauce. If you like, you can add a little bit of cornstarch to this and thicken it up a little bit. Alright. So now we're just going to let our meat cook. I like to cook it at kind of a medium rare. I still like it a little pink on the inside. So I'm going to let that cook, and then I'll show you the next step. Okay, so my steaks are done. And while the skillet still has that nice beef flavoring in it, I went ahead and added some more ghee to give it a little bit more oil in the bottom. And now I'm going to add the broccoli. I'm doing mixed broccoli with the florets and the pieces in it, but you can do just the florets if you like. I like both the kinds, so I do both. Okay, I'm gonna let that cook for just a minute. You want to cook this just till they're tender. You don't want to cook them too much, just till they're nice and tender. Okay, so now that the broccoli has tendered up a little bit and got a little softer, I'll go ahead and add the onions. I'm going to stick to the side of the food processor. Alright, get your spoon here, give that a good little stir. Alright, we're going to let this cook a few more minutes and let those flavors kind of absorb and let that broccoli get just a little bit more tender. Okay, so I went ahead and chopped up my steak into bite-sized pieces and I put it into the bowl with the teriyaki mixture in it. Now I'm going to add the broccoli and the onions from the skillet over into the bowl. Okay, and gave that a good stir. So we mixed in the meat and the teriyaki sauce and the vegetables. Gave it a good stir and mixed it all up. As you can see, the teriyaki sauce is still mainly in the bottom of the bowl. That's okay. Once you dish it out, you can put some of the teriyaki sauce on top of the mixture on your plate. Alright, let me show you how to plate this. Okay, so here it is all plated and ready to go. Got the nice brown rice. Let me kind of zoom in here. Got the nice brown rice with the beef and the broccoli and the onions all in the teriyaki sauce. And there's still a little teriyaki sauce in the bowl. I may drizzle some of that on top. But yeah, that's dinner. And that's how you make it. That's a quick, nice, easy, relatively cheap meal. I think I made this whole meal for about $7 for 2 people, so that's pretty good. So yeah, that's our dinner for tonight. Okay, so we're all done with supper. It was delicious. If you like that recipe, hit the like button down below and let me know if you try to make it on your own how it turns out. So yeah, we're going to head off to bed here pretty soon. Check back with me tomorrow. I'm going to be out doing some other stuff. I'm going to do some volunteer work with my church tomorrow, so I'll take you along. Just check back in with us. Hit that like button down below. Leave me a comment in the comment section. And hit the big red subscribe button, or my face floating around here somewhere, to subscribe to the channel. And as always, thank you for watching. Bye, y'all.